Got two appointments for my new client in the East Coast today, one being a children's hospital, and I spoke to the director of safety and the overall facility maintenance manager for 7 different locations. So we're starting at one, it's about 30,000 square feet, active issues, and on a limited warranty with the previous roofer that they aren't looking too excited, I guess, to be working with them. So they're looking for a new resource, and what better than our clients on the East Coast. And I got a follow-up appointment, same clients on the East Coast, for a printing manufacturer company that's 100,000 square feet. I asked if they had active issues, and he kind of laughed and mentioned that they have plenty of leaks all around the facility, definitely in need of a roof. They said they're budgeting out for next year and possibly looking at getting a whole new re-roof done. So really excited to see what comes of these opportunities.
Got a pretty good meeting today with my Detroit IT client. It's with an engineering firm. I had spoken with their operations VP a couple weeks ago. They're working with another MSP, but he's really open to hearing what we could offer in comparison. He was also asking about some of our security solutions, and talked to him today. Said he had time either this week or next week, so we settled for next Thursday. Should be a pretty good call. It's about 50 users, one location.
I set an appointment for my roofing client in Little Rock today. It was with a church that's looking to do a re-roof on their mod roof. I think it's going to be a good opportunity. I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Well, I got an appointment, my first appointment for my IT client down in Chicago, in northern Chicago. Should be a pretty good one. They had, I want to say, like 60 end users, one location. They kind of were all, it was an internal, they have like their own internal team, but he was looking to possibly outsource, so yeah, should be a good one for him.
I set an appointment for our MSP client out in it's with a staffing firm. We actually had been trying to reach out to this guy for a little while, last few weeks. Finally got him on, and turns out the CEO of MSP we work with actually knows this guy. So they're on a board together, so it was funny. I ended up calling her and we kind of talked about the opportunity, but she knows him pretty well. It's about 90 users. They have cloud servers, one location. They have a lot of remote workers, so they're actually going to be talking this week. So we had scheduled something for on-site, but she's actually going to call him this week to kind of talk more about it and see what we can do for them. They have a company that they're working with, pretty happy, but we have a pretty close relationship with them, so it should be a great conversation.
I think Teddy's got an email coming through for a couple different clients. Couple lead weights Matt's got in the works. Emma, what do you got on the radar for the rest of the day?
I do have a proposal that went out. I need to get the numbers for one of my roofers, and then other than that, nothing crazy. Try to get one for a cleaner today.
Had a proposal go out for one of my roofers in Texas for $193,000. Looks pretty promising. I'll follow up on that today.
Looks like Matt's pitching. Are you pitching still?
I did get an appointment on Friday with a property manager of an apartment complex looking into some projects for next year that they had a budget for. We'll be going out next week.
Nothing going so far today, but do have an email that I'm waiting on for scheduling times. She didn't have a calendar in front of her, but we're going to get that set up. But also on Friday, got a appointment for my MSP IT company in Vancouver. They're looking for some projects as well as some upgrades. Nothing really on their radar right now, but they were saying they are looking for some projects down the road, so it should be a pretty good introduction meeting.
Doing pretty good. So I got 2 this morning. My first one was for my MSP up in Manhattan, New York. It's with a law firm. Talked to the IT director over there. They were using MSP before, mostly in-house now, but he does have some projects that he's actively working on. He's going to be out of the country for the next 2 weeks, so scheduled a Teams call for 2 weeks out. It's about 70 users. They have both physical and cloud servers, so like I said, some projects he's working on. Should be a good conversation. And then I just got one for my client in Northwest Arkansas. I'm not going to talk specifically about the type of company, I might give it away. But it's 11 users. Talked to the president, said he's been using a company for about 15 years, but we are close by, so wants us to stop by and give him a quote to compare. Wanted to include one of his other decision makers on the invite as well, so we are going to swing by there next Tuesday afternoon. Should be a great conversation.
I had one for my HVAC client out in Denver. It was an that I had originally spoken to back in April. They let me know that they always take 3 bids every year and call towards the end of the year. So that we could throw our name in the hat. I followed up with them today. Told me that I was a little early. October is when they kind of review all their contracts, but we were able to put something on the schedule for early October, and then I'll follow up late September, confirm the time slot, and reschedule if needed.
I did get one Friday afternoon for my IT client out in Albany. It was with a nonprofit. I'm not going to say exactly what they do because it would give it away, but spoke with both the president and the head operations lady there. Basically, the head operations lady said that we had to speak with the president, and the president was like, okay, yeah, but you need to also speak with the administrator here. So I spoke with her. They're pretty busy. I think they're moving locations here in the next few months. So the president's not available to meet until November, but the admin lady was fine with meeting sometime this week actually. So we got a virtual schedule to start off. And then as it gets a bit closer to November, we'll do an on-site meeting. So about 12 users. Should be a pretty good opportunity.
I got another one. Got one for my MSP client down in, this is in Buffalo actually, up in Buffalo, and it's pretty good. It was 30 end users, 2 locations, and she actually seemed pretty excited to actually talk to somebody. So it should be a good for us.
I will call my shot for Salt Lake City.
We're doing pretty good. I actually just got an appointment to put us in for the pod wipe. Got one for my client in Baltimore. It's with a larger supply company, I think of like HVAC products. But good one. With CFO, currently using another IT company. Interested in seeing how our services compare. Had about 250 users, 41 locations I think I counted up. So we got that set up for later this month, 26th. But yeah, I know they got some appointments they want to talk about as well.
Yeah, I got a mine melter in Pennsylvania for our solar client there. It is 680,000 square feet. Set an appointment for next Friday, so that should be a really good one.
I got one from a client out in Bradenton. When I was talking to him, he said he thinks he's starting to outgrow the person that they have right now. So definitely think that's going to be good. They have about 20 users set for next week.
I set 2 this morning, one for my roofing client in Miami. It was with a hotel. They're having some leaks and things that need to be looked at. The other one was with my roofing client in Arkansas, and it was with a manufacturing building, metal roof that has leaks all over the place. So both should be good, active need opportunities.
We're grinding. We're talking to a lot of people today. Jared's getting the flow down, but me, I think I can see probably an IT app in my future this afternoon. I'm going to call for Adovers.
I've had some good traction in Florida. I'm calling California right now, but this afternoon, Florida's going down.
These 2 are blowing me out the water today, but I'll get one. They're both on the board, but I've got 5 lead weights already today, just for my roofer in Atlanta, so that's good. We'll probably get something for Logan in Oklahoma City. He's out for the day, so I'm going to make up some ground on some accounts for him, try and snag 1 or 2.
Got one from my Pennsylvania client today. I've been trying to get a hold of the facility maintenance manager at a private school for quite some time now. Finally got a hold of him. 34,000 square foot, old building, hasn't been serviced, and he said over 5 years. It's a 30-year-old building, almost, or roof at least. And also asking for some gutter quotes. So looking forward to seeing what we could do with that one.
Got one for Tyler. Super excited about this appointment. Been pursuing it for a while. It's probably been about 5 months. And I talked to the general manager originally, and he had been busy last few days, so I actually talked to his assistant GM and said that right now is actually the perfect time to get it on the books. We're looking to get a lot of work on the roof done. The roof on Google is really shot, so it's going to be a great opportunity, and then they're going to be pushing it up for getting it closed.
Pod's doing good. Roger's on the board. Bob got a good one he needs to talk about, and then I'm calling my shot here in Des Moines later this afternoon.
Yeah, so I got an appointment for my client in South Dakota. It was like 300 users, pretty big, and they were actively looking for IT help, looking at evaluating their options. So very good one.
We're doing pretty good. We got only 1 appointment today so far, but Will's currently in the bathroom, so we'll talk about that soon. I got one I'm waiting on an email to get back from. Madison's got one loading. We just need to confirm an email, and then we can have that one on the schedule so she can talk about that. We had a pretty good week last week. We only have a couple zeros left on the board, so cruising to the second week of the month, feeling pretty good.
I'm going to call my shot for a young technology group. I built some really good records over there over the weekend, so I'm hoping I can get one of those records, so I'm excited for it.
I got an appointment for my IT client in San Antonio this morning. It's with the dental and orthodontics office. They have active needs for IT. It's a little bit smaller one, but Carl was still willing to go out and meet with them.
Calling my shot on both my IT clients.
I've got a pretty good one this morning for my Georgia IT client. It was with a postage distribution plant, and they told me to get in contact with the president. I talked to him this morning. He actually called me back. He was on a line with his wife, called me back and basically told me everything that was going on. They had a manufacturer that was handling their hardware support, and they said it was kind of getting slower and slower to get in touch with them. They were a little worried about the reliability might be falling off, so just wanted to talk a little more about what we might be able to bring to the table. We're 9 minutes away from them, so they've got about 30 users, one location.
It's an HVACer out of Charleston. It was somebody that Logan Knapp talked to a couple months ago. He thought it was pretty good. He was telling me about maybe following up with it, so I gave him a call. He spoke to Sam a few months ago, and it looked like it was going well. But since then, since that last conversation, he'd been blown up by like a ton of other companies or competition, and was sort of not into the idea anymore. I did some of the takeaway, and he actually asked for me to call him back on Monday, next Monday. So we've got something scheduled for the morning to reconnect and start up where we left off.
Pretty good one.
Yeah,
pretty good one.
It was a good one when we stopped talking to him.
So we need to add it to the list, maybe. But yeah, we've got 2 new people starting today. Brennan and Josh. Got another Josh. Added up. It's always fun when we get 2, but our main goal right now is just to hold it down. We got to get 3 a day until they can get up to speed. We're going to start dialing on Wednesday, so Nolan shooting for 1 or 2 a day, Eddie shooting for 1 or 2 a day, and then if I need to hop in there, I will. But smooth sailing. I think we've got Sam's on a pitch right now, 3 deals on the board. We've got 1 more signed with terms that we need to revise, and then start off the month strong with four deals. So HQ's waiting on their first one, but 4 deals as a company is pretty good.
Regular rounds this morning, and then Aaron put up some shelves for me, and he wants me to relocate all of the cleaning supplies, so I'm going to work on that today and tomorrow. Spent some of the time this morning for trying to outfit the gym and the bathrooms, but those dispensers are all different than our others, so now I had to research what kind of paper products to put in there because it's all different. So that was it for me.
Working on one of our roofers, working on their website. Hopefully by the end of the day we get that launched. But yeah, working on that, and also if one of our IT clients gets back to me, looking to get their website launched today too.
So today I have been working on reports and dashboards. I actually just finished them. I've been working on six of them. Yeah, so they're all done, and so I can start focusing on getting lists and things like that. So that's what I'm working on this afternoon, is just getting the list uploads.
I'm working on the Ring Central integration still. Within the integration, you can customize like the call log form. So I'm working on customizing that form, and then now like saving that into our database. Working on that.
I've created 11 social media posts for us between Friday and today. Those include updated interviews. I'll be getting out one for Brock this afternoon. I've done a couple of daily recaps, as well as a proposal post for Brett, and a few closed deal posts. So I'll keep on cranking those out, and then just grading the typical, but that's about it for now.
I'm still working on dashboards, so I'm being able to save and fetch those, and currently I'm working on the edit page, so having it load that data that you have saved off and being able to load that. So we work on that.
Just got an appointment a little bit ago with my roofing client out there, and it is a fairground out there. There's a bunch of buildings, and they were actually needing 2 roofs redone, so it should be a pretty good appointment. We're actually getting an introduction tomorrow, so it should be a good one.
So got a pretty good one today for my client out.
It is a 40 user, I guess they manufacture and engineer controlled combustion boiler systems. So heating and cooling industry. Has some active initiatives he's looking for, virtualization, some server migrations, as well as maybe some on-site help desk support as well. So should be a pretty good one. I'm excited to hear about it, and scheduled for next week. So should be a good opportunity.
Yeah, I got a good one for my client out in Des Moines today. It's with an electrician firm. Currently working with a local vendor, but was curious to see what we could bring to the table as comparison. Seems like they've had a couple of rocky steps in the past, and just want to see as far as what our comparisons look like. Meeting with them next Monday over a Teams meeting and see where it goes.
I got an appointment today for my Phoenix HVAC client. I reached out to a hotel, 125,000 square feet. The director of operations picked up the main line. She said that they usually just call a random contractor when things break. So they have 150 units that they're working with, and we're headed out there on Wednesday morning to make an introduction and then provide them a bid for preventative maintenance.
Got an appointment today for my client out in Denver. I spoke with a property manager. She's looking at budgeting for some roofing projects for next year. We're going to be going on site on Friday to bid on these projects.